I've just been to Lawson to get the ultimate Japanese comfort food.
いらっしゃいませ。
Hi, I'm Scott, and I'm talking about Ochazuke. So this is a very traditional dish in Japan. It's the ultimate comfort food, and it basically means soaked in tea. The word ocha means tea, and zuke means to be soaked in or to be submerged in. So what is it? Well, basically it's steamed rice which has got tea poured over the top. And it's this little package here has some extra flavorings to make it even more special. So you can have lots of different versions of this. You can have it with like grilled fish or fish eggs or raw fish or sometimes even just vegetables. The possibilities are endless. It's not really the kind of dish that you would find on a restaurant menu. It's one of those things that you have at home when you don't have much time or you don't have anything in, and it's just quick and easy to make and makes you feel happy. For me, it's probably like a bacon sandwich with HP sauce or something. The ultimate nostalgic comfort food. It's also a go-to hangover cure for a lot of people in Japan because it's easy to make, it's easy on the stomach, it's got a nice mild flavor and it's very warming and it's supposed to make you feel better even if you have a cold or something. So Ochazuke is usually made with piping hot tea, but there's also the summer version where you chill the tea down and put in some ice cubes and you can have it in the summer too in the really hot weather. So this one is made by the company called Nagatanien, which is probably the most famous Ochazuke companies in Japan. And yeah, you can find it in supermarkets and convenience stores all over the place. And it's easy to find because of this really colourful packaging. Right, while I go and get my piping hot water and my hot rice, let's see how it's made. Okay, so I've got everything I need now. I've got the remainder of the rice here. I've got my piping hot water and I've got my Ochazuke package. So there's 4 of these in the packet, in the pack that it comes in. So, you know, great value for money. So first, let's get everything set up here. I'm gonna first start off with putting the rice into the bowl. Okay, so that's my rice ready. Next, we're gonna open this package here. And things never go according to plan, do they? Okay, so I'm going to try and pour this on like this. There you go. So you can see all the little pieces in there. So when I first heard about this, I was like, rice and tea? God, that sounds really bad. But, you know, oh, look what I just found. This was in the package. In the package here, it's got a little postcard thing. Wow, that is really cool. I didn't know that was inside there. Wow, that's a really nice thing. What a great souvenir this would be. Fantastic. Nice. What was I talking about? Yeah, when I first heard about this, I thought, rice with tea, it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but you know, it's one of the most tried and tested dishes in Japan. People have it all the time. So, you know, there must be method in their madness, as I always say. So the little tea granules, which you can see here, are really, really fine. So when you pour the hot water over it, they just completely dissolve. You don't even need to stir it, really. So we're all set up and ready to go. Just need to add the boiling hot water. Okay, here we go. Wow, the green powder stuff immediately melts. Can you see that? It immediately turns into like a soup. Is it a soup? Is it tea? Which one is it? So I'm just going to give it a little stir through just to make sure it's all completely melted. But as I said, you don't really need to like play around with it too much because it melts almost as soon as the hot water hits it. Now there's these little, I don't know, these little sausagey type things. I don't know what the heck they are, but I think they add a bit of texture to it. So let's have first a bit of a smell. It's kind of an odd sensation because it's green and you think it's going to be tea. It does smell like tea, but there's also some kind of, so there's something else added in there, whether it's dashi or whether it's some kind of, I don't know, some kind of broth in there. Okay, first we will go in for just the soup part, the tea or the soup, what is it? That is definitely not tea. It's salty. So it's not salty, that sounds negative, doesn't it? It's flavoursome. It's not tea, it's like a soup. But it's made from tea, but it's got some kind of flavouring in there to make it taste really, really nice. So you can see the rice gets completely soaked in it. It's I suppose these kinds of dishes are famous in like China or even in Italian cooking like risotto, or there's this kind of thing is all over the world. This is Japan's version of, I suppose, rice porridge or a risotto kind of a thing. So let's go in and have a bit of a taste. Here goes. You can tell why this is a comfort food. It's just, it puts its arms around you and gives you a big hug. It's got a mild, warming, a very soft, gentle, delicate taste. It's not one of those like punchy in the face kind of soups. It's so mild and it's very kind of an elegant feel to it. Oh wow, that's really, really good. As you'll have seen from the data which I posted on the screen earlier, this has very few calories. It's super healthy and it's so flavoursome. Why have I never really had a lot of this before? This could be my new favourite. I can really understand why people would eat this when they've got a hangover. For a rating, I'm going to give this 4 stars out of 5. It's super tasty, warming, comforting. It's easy to make. It's very cheap. It's low in calories. It's healthy. What more can you ask? And also, it's a really good one if you're buying a souvenir because it's light, it's cheap, it's tasty. I think if you gave this to a souvenir to people, they would really like it. So, thanks very much for watching and we'll see you in the next video.